Hi everyone. So in this video we will be analyzing the UPSC 2025 essay paper but slightly differently. We will be doing two important things. Number 1, we will be tracing the origin of this question, a sneak peek into the examiner's mind. Where exactly such questions arise from. And second, we will be building the skill set like a pro to develop just amazing essays. And all of this we will be doing with the help of your AI based 24 by 7 UPSC study partner, none other than Yuki. So, without further ado, let's get into today's agenda. A smart aspirant in the age of AI outsmarts and builds his preparation differently. What is it that helps him outcompete the rest? Because he or she is making use of technology in the best possible way to prepare in a holistic and an integrated manner. This particular aspirant in the age of AI and with a tool like Yuki will be in a position to better analyze and better link topics. He or she would know the cheat code that UPSC examiner is actually using the previous year questions to frame the upcoming year's questions. And I promise you we'll see this live in this video. Once they know the hack, what do? They pre-prepare, specifically the mains notes in multiple themes basis the visible systematically arranged trend. And there they also understand the Pareto's 80 by 20 optimal rule to know exactly what's important basis the demand of the UPSC. With these smart tools that Yuki offers, they are able to then generate king content and also stack this content in the note format for better revision, upgradation, and consolidation with time. This, in a short sort of an understanding, is the actual aspirant's life cycle. Specifically, one, understanding the demand of the exam, two, preparing accordingly, and not just preparing in a crisp, updated, and rich manner so that this entire information can be retained and used in the upcoming actual examinations. So let us look at the 2025 UPSC essay topic called as Truth Knows No Color. This particular topic that was asked in the 2025 essay paper has actually four or five keywords. One, the main one being truth, and the second kind of element is no color, and the tying thread is the statement of the word knows. So if we are to look at this specific topic and sort of do a in-depth analysis of this particular topic in itself, we will know the strategy to prepare better, not just for the essay paper but for the entire UPSC preparation across GS as well as essay paper. So, on analyzing this specific topic, truth knows no color, what we understand is A, the theme that UPSC is picking up is truth. Truth is the element or the theme that UPSC is focusing on. And when they're saying it has no color or it knows no color, they are trying to throw an objective or a universal attribute of truth, right? But is that the sole truth? No. Truth can also be subjective, and truth can also have a perception. This element or this idea about the theme truth was definitely asked also by UPSC in not sooner or not later but in 2021 paper. And the universal quality or truth being eternal or truth being universal, this same direct theme was asked again in an essay paper by UPSC in the CSE mains itself in 2025. So 2020, 2015, 2025, and 2021. Thrice essay paper has the theme of truth. So a smart aspirant will gauge at this, will actually have a deeper understanding, and therefore start their mains note or their mains preparation or their consolidated one pager on this theme of truth, and therefore be better equipped in the exam. Apart from the essay paper, UPSC has also linked the idea or the theme of truth in GS paper 2 in truth in governance. So, the RTI, the element of transparency, accountability, all of these are also linked to truth and its application in governance. Moreover, if you look at the philosophical angle of truth, the Indian philosophy of Satyamev Jayatev or the Satya philosophy of Gandhi, specifically the post truth era, what is its implications, the philosophical implications, these are also linked to the theme of truth. Whistleblowing, this is an applied component of the idea of truth. Moreover, the fourth paper, the GS paper 4, which is your ethics paper, that also has the element or the theme of truth as a recurring PYQ. So you will see truth being synonymous to honesty and integrity, and there are several PYQs on this topic. Similarly, there are several essays and there are several other GS papers which have the same recurring element of truth. Let us actually go deep dive and see the real previous year questions. The first one, let us look at the essay paper. So, with the help of Yuki, I did this thematic mapping and generated these questions that were asked in UPSC previous years, and noticed how directly in the year 1999 and 2015 the same question was repeated, and the theme is none other than the same truth theme. In 2025, they have changed the words, they have changed the idea, but the theme remains the same one, universal or eternal aspect of truth. And the question in 2015 and 1999 was exactly the same. So it goes like truth is lived, not taught. Alright, so once a smart aspirant with the help of tools would have done this analysis or this thematic mapping better, they would know that the UPSC PYQs of essays have certain themes, which in depth I've discussed in the previous video. And if they could have prepared looking at 2015 and 1999 question in itself, the theme of truth or falsehood, they would have been in a better position to actually articulate in the examination hall. This is no gimmick. Let us actually see. There are indirect references also to the element or the theme of truth that is visible in the 2021 and the 2003 essay paper. The simpler one, the mask that men wear. This is again the theme of hypocrisy, hiding truth, falsehood in social life. This is again a 2003 essay paper. And in 2021, an applied or an indirect analysis which is exploring the subjective versus objective nature of truth was visible in this quote based essay. You can read the quote at ease, which says, your perception of me is a reflection of you, and my reaction to you is an awareness of me. An interpersonal relation based question, but again, it explores the underlying theme of truth having a subjective or an objective nature. Let us see some more. There is a 2022 essay paper topic and a 2018 essay paper topic, which are again concerning the role of truth tellers in society, with this unique, interesting topic called Poets are the unacknowledged legislatures of the world. So, here again, we'll not discuss this particular topic per se in depth, but if you were to sit down and pen your thoughts and brainstorm on each of these elaborate topics in itself, you will somewhere notice that the element of true versus false traditions or the role of truth tellers in society are an underlying main theme of these questions as well. All right, so these were the inter linkages and the indirect themes. The direct ones were quite visible as well. This was all about the essay paper. Now let us move further and look at the ethics syllabus. So the word or the theme truth definitely finds a direct mention in your ethics GS paper 4 syllabus. The foundational values of civil services have truthfulness, integrity, honesty, impartiality, objectivity as key elements. Moreover, truth in public administration is an essential quality, and transparency, RTI, etc., are facets that institutionalize truth. Let us see the actual ethics PYQs now to further reinforce what I'm saying. Integrity, questions on integrity are linked to truth in governance. Questions on inner truth shaping your outer actions, this is the underlying idea, are quite visible in quote based questions like this quote by Gandhiji: a man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Of course, there is a 2025 essay topic also linked to thoughts. We will see those analysis in upcoming videos. But the key idea that I want to mention is that again on truth and integrity in GS paper 4, you have definitions of honesty and integrity. You're asked to differentiate between the two. You're also asked how the civil servant upholds such values. The next thing is about the truth versus falsehood dilemma. This is very interesting, and this is actually what plays even in your real life. Every day you're making a decision where somewhere there is falsehood involved. But what is the reason for you being false? Are you trying to achieve a larger welfare? Or are you trying to be biased and misusing that discretion? So again, truth versus falsehood dilemma is much visible in UPSC case studies of ethics paper. So these case studies are linked to whistleblowers, the truth versus loyalty dilemma for them, the RTI request, and case studies around the same. The more recent one about false data, about misinformation, about hate mongering, about misinformation, disinformation, infodemics, etc. also are elements of truth versus falsehood. The GS paper 1, if you have to move from your essay to your ethics to now come to more finer elements of your GS papers, you will notice that even in the GS papers, there is the idea of truth quite visible. So, the Indian philosophy bit, again, I mentioned to you in the beginning, Satyamev Jayatev, the Buddha's Four Noble Truths, all of these are visible trends in your GS paper 1, again interlinked to the core branch of truth. In GS paper 2 polity, RTI, which is truth as a governance value, finds a recurring presence. In GS paper 3, as I mentioned, contemporary ideas of fake news, misinformation, disinformation, infodemic, cyber crimes are also linked to the element of truth versus falsehood. The post truth era and politics, propaganda, digital platforms are again visible themes of GS Paper 3. So let's recap. As I mentioned to you, if you were to study and if you were to analyze where this theme is coming from, you would find its trace in the PYQs. And in which paper? Of course, in essay papers recurringly and as different ideas. Here it was as no color, that means an objective or a universal aspect of truth, but the subjective realities are also your counter argument in the same essay. The dilemmas of falsehood versus truth is one more element or one more dimension of your essay. The application bit in RTI, whistleblowing, etc., are also elements of your essay. The post truth era, as we saw, fake news, the cyber crimes, etc., are one more contemporary example. We cannot forget that the Indian philosophy has inherent in its nature the element of Satya, the Gandhian philosophy of Satya. Honesty versus integrity and the ethical angles are also important nature of the same topic. So yes, right now our objective is not to do this topic or to prepare this essay, but to help you see how this essay is finding its roots in other papers and how UPSC has told you in itself in the year 2015, in the year 1999, in the same lingo as well, to prepare for this theme. And if you would have done so, a smarter aspirant would have been better equipped in the 2025 examination hall. And again, the GS paper 4 is yet to come. They are still having the time frame for the 2026 aspirants. Of course, you have a longer time frame to do this bit of analysis, your PYQ analysis in a deeper format, and prepare better for each theme. And also, you see it unravel in front of your eyes. Now, Yuki has helped me be the self starter, and this AI tool has also helped me not just analyze and trace these questions, but generate king content on all of these themes. Isn't that a mind blowing idea? One, you know what to study. Second, you know how to study. And third, you actually get ready made content and not just normal content. You get updated, fresh content with amazing case studies, with the newest initiatives and current affairs, all of it through the click of a button at the Yuki platform. So, yes, at the click of a button, as I mentioned, you use certain prompts that are available at www.askyuki.com, and you generate these templates or these rich content for yourself. All right, you don't just generate these content, you also sort of stack them in your my notes section so that your memory does not remain volatile and you can reinforce your learning at a later stage. And you also see where all you need to prepare. You can notice the gaps, you can notice what themes are left, and you can get a full fledged study machine linked to your PYQs, your syllabus, and updated current affairs. Isn't that an amazing thing? If you still don't believe, let us look at this particular example and analyze the content. So, I just asked Yuki to give me certain different religious philosophies' viewpoint on truth. And here I am with amazing content piece. I get what Buddhism, Jainism, Christianity, Islam, and Rig Veda have to speak on truth. The Four Noble Truths of Buddhism, the Anekvada philosophy of Jainism, and the quotations from Christianity and Islam, and again Rig Veda are some very rich and unique content piece that I can save for myself and be better equipped for all themes across papers. This comparative table also with mnemonics and keywords plus mind maps helps me to retain things faster. So, Hinduism and other philosophies like Christianity, Islam, and Sikhism give me an absolute or a divine or a universal element of truth, which is again this year's theme, truth knows no color. But we have a counter argument by Buddhism and Jainism. Jainism specifically, where they speak of the relative or the multiple realities or the plurality of truth, the Anekvanta philosophy that we just saw. And look at these key concepts, easy to memorize, easy to retain. In Islam, it's called as the universal haq. In Sikhism, it's called as Satnam. In Christianity, Jesus is the truth. In Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths. In Hinduism, the Satya philosophy. So, having it all in one table, having mnemonics, mind maps, simplifies the preparation multifold. Let us then look at a ethics question which is very much linked again to your UPSC 2025 essay topic. The topic or the question is a quote based question by Thirukural, and let us go and read this in depth. So, the topic is falsehood takes the place of truth when it results in an unblemished common good. So this is what was the dilemma that we were speaking about, that where people use falsehood in place of truth and they attribute it to a unblemished common outcome or a social welfare. How much is this justifiable or not is the debate. So Yuki, through its moral answers prompt, helps you generate a structure to the answer, which is introduction, body, and conclusion. And in the body, again, it gives you multiple viewpoints and it gives you contemporary examples. So, apart from the structure, you also get the flesh, which is the content piece. In the upcoming slides, we will review some of the key results that are interesting. So, the ethical nuances of Tirukural, the Kantian view, the deontological view, and the consequentialist or the utilitarian view, where we are debating again whether truth is absolute regardless of the outcome, or whether in certain angles a lie can be justified if it is maximizing the welfare or if it is giving a better sort of an outcome. Let's go deeper, and Yuki helps me to generate its applications also in public life across scenarios. So that's how wide an aspirant should think. And all of this you should be able to do in the exam hall in those 7 minutes for the ethics or the GS answers, and in your prescribed time limit for the essay paper. When will you be able to generate multiple scenarios, multiple angles, multiple dimensions? When you've done this book work or when you've done this background reading and analysis of your PYQs and also have that kind of rich content and have also revisited, retained it multiple times, then you're in a position equipped enough to tackle this in the exam hall. So this smart and simple preparation is definitely being eased in the age of AI. So let us now look further in depth that where how this truth is having an application in public life. See, national security, what happens? We definitely withhold certain sensitive information. And why are we doing so? To protect the citizens, to uphold peace. So here there is a falsehood, right? But is it for the common good? Yes, definitely it is. In medical ethics, several times they don't withhold the harsh truth that this is the ailment, etc., to preserve the patient's hope. And we cannot forget that definitely sometimes there do occur medical miracles which sort of falsify this harsh truth. So, this debate of falsehood and common good and truthful action can be actually seen playing in medical ethics in a very different perspective. In social harmony, like in national security, several times revealing all facts is not correct, and there is a diplomatic communication by public officials where they withhold or modify certain information during a crisis specifically to prevent the panic and unrest. So this is the application of this element of truth in public administration. Similarly, in policy communication, governments use certain positive lingo to encourage compliance. And even if they're not sharing all details or if they're withholding certain information, does it come under the idea of falsehood or truth? That is the debate. And that is the ethical angles to it. So again, as I mentioned, that philosophical angles are fine, definitions are fine, but if you're not having an answer or an essay with rich, relevant, and updated examples, along with your contemporary examples, you will be again a little behind in the race. So Yuki is also giving me certain contemporary examples with respect to diplomacy, whistleblowing, COVID-19 pandemic, and then, as I mentioned, the risk, the slippery slope, the abuse of power, that till when can you just falsify and justify the falsification, and how much of an erosion of public trust is involved there? What should be the safeguards involved? So, a critical thinking, an involvement of structuring your answer, an involvement of generating good examples, all of this constitutes a good preparation and a good and a rich means answer. Right. So the counter arguments bit that when you can uphold truth to foster transparency, long term stability, and how even sometimes well intentioned claims can backfire. With all of this analysis, a, what an aspirant definitely develops is this skill set to think broad, to think wide, and not just think broad and wide and in deep, but also link it again and again with the UPSC demand. Because still you're not addressing the demand of the examination or the demand of the question, these two things, the examination and the questions, and understanding the interlinkages between papers, right? Across papers, not just essay ethics, but even the general studies papers. How will you outsmart and how will you prepare better? So, the new age bureaucrat has got newer age tools like Yuki, where this gets simplified to do the interlinkage, to develop the content, to stack the content, and to once again revisit the content. So, the human intelligence is now being sharpened manifold with the help of artificial intelligence, and the tool is Yuki. Here you are. If you would want me to do such similar analysis for all other essay topics, do let me know in the comment section, and I can do such analysis for other topics and show you the interlinkages across papers and help you blend your human creativity with machine or artificial intelligence of Yuki. So don't wait further and log in to www.askyuki.com and do your own analysis as well. Start stacking your notes. Don't wait for preparation to be delayed, and start in a smart, simpler, and a quicker fashion. Thank you. Bye. Until next time. See you.